Just go live. Okay, hoping you can hear me. Let me know if you cannot. I would love to get an audio check. This is the first time I am doing this. I don't need a streaming key. I just want to do it from the camera. Thank you. Go live. Skipping title. And we should be on. So I'm just looking to see that you guys can see me. I may not be able to answer questions while I'm applying makeup because then we run into this problem of my hands are full. Now, of course, again, my computer's already telling me I've got applications running in the background. Don't ask me what. So hopefully you're hearing this. And if not, I'll upload a recording of this because I'm simulcasting from a second device in the hopes that you will get this. And don't mind me, I didn't even bother with the fancy background. And I don't care. Facebook stopped telling me stuff I don't care about. So, if you've never seen one of my tutorials before, you know, usually I do them live. Sometimes I do them pre-recorded. And usually I do them through Zoom, so I have this cool virtual background. But we're going to just leave the green screen as it is because that's not relevant to what we're doing today. And of course, one of my images isn't mirrored, so this is going to get very confusing very fast. I am teaching this look called Oh So Blessed. It's a simple 3-color look. You got crystalline, I believe it is considered quartz, smoky quartz, and emerald. So I'll just spread them out a little bit here. It's a little easier to see when the lighting isn't so intense, but yes. Trying to remember which way to tilt your hand. There. That's about as good as it's going to get. I'm just going to do the look on the eyes today. I will finish my face and show a finished photo later, but this is just so you get the gist of it. Normally, I put on primer and foundation and under corrector and all that jazz. We're just going to skip and do just the eyes to keep this timely, because usually what happens is, as I talk, things take longer than they need to, and we somehow run to like 30 minutes instead of a quick 10-minute demo. So that is the eye primer. This is a foundation primer. I won't be using it at the moment, but just in case you're curious. This is the concealer. I will use this really quickly because I refuse to do my eyes and not put concealer on. So I'm going to use a brush because I prefer to using the doe foot applicator. And I'm going to look into my mirror so I can see what the heck I'm doing. These are all my personals, not even demos. I've been mailing samples to people so long I haven't bothered to maintain demos. Should the timer come, I will open up a brand new item and mark it as demo. But as you can see, the under eye corrector does a great job of brightening up compared to the eye that isn't, but I'm not going to do a lopsided face, so we're doing both. I have a deep set eye, and I have a little bit of a dark circle because the blood pools under there. I'm not sure why. I don't have bags, I don't have lines, I just have dark circles. So that is just my special, I don't know what you want to call that, gift. And I'm using brushes from this brush set here. I don't know if I've ever shown this to you before. This is my very well-loved brush set. I've added supplemental brushes to the brush set, and at some point during one of my posts later on, I will show you the actual brushes. So we're going to skip me eyebrow penciling my eyebrows, but I do use an eyebrow pencil to fill in the areas where I'm a little thin. And I can teach you how to draw a proper arch, but again, not today, just because I'm trying to keep an eye on the time. So here we go. We get the lightest color. We usually put that across the whole eye. Sometimes you put it closer to the top of your brow bone where you're, that's basically here. In case you're trying to figure out where on the eye it is. So that would be that crystalline color, and I'm using an all over eye color brush, and I'm going to do the whole eye because I want to brighten up that whole eye surface. Not white. It's a light shimmery color, but not like super glitter. We do have some super glitter if you're into that. The holiday colors I'll be showcasing later in the week will be more like that. And I'm talking to the event, but I'm also talking to my personal group. I'll make sure I cover both you guys. And I'm really getting tired of FPS. I don't care about frames per second. Honestly, I'm not a director. I just want to make sure that people can see what I'm doing. So, and again, the lightest color doesn't really show up very much until you put on the other colors. That is normal. Don't fear when you can't see it. So then I'm going to switch to a crease brush because I'm going to go in the crease in the outside corner of what I am doing here. and I'm going to take this smoky quartz, and I'm going to get the whole lower lid and the crease. And this is designed to like sink right into your crease and make a nice line. You could just as easily do it with a smudger brush. And I will be using the smudger brush in a minute for my darkest color, which I'm actually going to put all over the crease, not just... Whereas here I have the lightest color up here, the darker color that's not that much darker here, and then I'm going to be putting the emeralds right in the crease. I managed to get something in my eye already. Don't mind me. I have cats, so lint happens. So now I'm taking the emerald, and I'm just doing it in the crease and then blending it. I'll make kind of a sideways V. This is just a classic way to apply color. There are so many ways to do it. I end up filling in the corner usually with the smudger. But it doesn't look green once you put it on this field of like an amberish color. It's a lot softer. It's very subtle. This is a great daytime color without going crazy. Now I have brown eyes, so that works well with green. Blue eyes and hazel eyes not so much. But you can wear green. I put a little too much on, but I'm going to blend it out. Usually the rule of thumb is where if you touch the brush to first is the darkest, and that's fine. I have a blending brush I'll be using in a minute to soften anything I did. When in doubt, blend. That's just kind of a rule of thumb in general. I'll balance it out. So I didn't want to go across the whole lash line, but I will be putting in the black liquid waterproof eyeliner there. So it's not like you're going to see much of the green, but here I'm going to take the blending brush and just really go over everything. So we're going to have basically a light cream, a tan, and a green. It's not heavy duty, it's not meant to be. Sometimes, because I grew up in the 80s, I just assumed you wear like all blue eyeshadow on your lid. You look like something out of a Mimi from Drew Carey show, and it's just not very flattering. We're just trying to accent the eye, make it look a little bigger, more round, deeper, whatever you want to call it. So, even though this isn't in the look, I'm going to do the eyeliner because I feel naked without the eyeliner on. It's like a Sharpie. You just draw a little line. You can go wide or thin depending on how heavily you press down on this thing. Don't press too hard, of course. And do not put it in the well of your eye. You're lining the lash line, not your actual eyeball. I could go heavier. I'm choosing not to. And I had to have both cameras line up, but no matter how I did it, one camera wasn't in a good place. So as I said, this isn't the finished look. I could continue on, but I just wanted to make sure the video was short and sweet so people could see that. And so if I were to finish with mascara, personally I use the lash primer, and then I love Fanorama. We have other mascaras, of course, but I'm going to use the lash primer. It's clear. You give the lashes a little quick coat, so like priming your nails with a base coat, or your walls if you're going to paint them. If you would have curled, I'd probably curl right now and then put the mascara on, because I hate getting mascara on my lash curler. I also don't like the idea of my lashes getting stuck because the mascara is drying as I'm curling. But ideally you curl when your lashes are wet. I will go back through the video afterwards. If there are questions, I'll happily answer them in the chat. I might also put comments in the chat for price point of these various products, just so you know. And what I will probably do is, I'm going to do the longer version on my personal feed, but this is the eye look for those of you watching from the event. Not too heavy duty, but looks kind of nice. I would say, I think so. I'm biased. For those of you who want to see more, you will want to join the VIP group so you can watch the full video, and I can post that in the link below. Also, I do these tutorials on YouTube. There's a giveaway. You'll see a post about it in about 50 minutes, and it's going to tell you if you want to win one of our Skinvigorate Sonic brushes. You can like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, all the things for an entry into the drawing for the Skin Figure 8 brush, which I will go through the end of the week. I know I have currently 12 subscribers. I would love to have more than 12 subscribers, to be perfectly honest with you. So if you are intrigued and want to learn more safe tutorials that don't require you to do some crazy wacky things like you see on YouTube, I'll have that link in that second post. As I said, it'll be coming around 4 p.m. on the event, and you can go and check out the YouTube channel. I have it specifically for the playlist for color tutorials to make it easy for you. You watch a video, like, comment, I get notifications on that. Now, when you subscribe, I don't know if I get a notification who subscribed, but if you can show me a screenshot from your phone or computer that you subscribe to my channel and it doesn't go away, I will then consider it an entry. So an entry for liking or commenting a video, an entry for subscribing, and I'm just recommending you hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on videos when I post. It used to be weekly, then things got busy. I'm trying to get back to doing weekly tutorials again. That way you're always entertained and educated. And I have at least 4 more fall looks that I'm going to teach in the next few weeks. So you're going to have some entertainment for at least the next few. Usually I do them on Tuesday, Tip Tuesday or Tutorial Thursday, whichever day is easier for me to fit it in. I usually give some kind of a heads up on the VIP group so you know, and usually they're uploaded same day to my Facebook page, but that doesn't get as much traction, so I just copy things there. And then of course the YouTube channel is also where I will upload stuff, and there'll be links in the videos to the other videos once I have time to learn how to do that. But, you know, baby steps. Thank you for watching if you're on the event, and I will see you guys as I continue to post throughout the week. Ending video. Hopefully it did well. If it didn't, I'll just take a copy of this and repost it. So what I'm going to do is try to put my focus now on, hey Richard, I actually can see your comment, thank you. Let me finish my face, because like I feel naked because I haven't finished my face. So we're going to throw on a little primer CC cream. I actually learned from Lori Hogg, it's better to put your eye makeup on first and then your rest of your makeup so you can deal with like fallout. But personally, I don't make that kind of mistake because I've already got the concealer on. If I put something and it fell here, it's going to get rubbed off at some point because I will absent-mindedly touch my face, even though I'm not supposed to touch my face. You know how that is. Well, the way it is in New England right now where we're trying to not touch our face except for... I've washed my hands before. I'll wash my hands again in a minute. Don't worry. I'm going to be fine. So, my usual favorites. The CC cream and the foundation. And I am using Beige Neutral 210 in Luminous because I need to glow because I'm getting older. CC cream has no special formulation, but this one's nice because it has SPF 15 just like the primer. It doesn't add to 30, it's still 15. It's just one of those things. Sometimes I'll just do CC cream, so I'll see how I look and then I will decide. I will also make sure I add blush, finishing cream. I'm taking a second to do my eyebrows because this is driving me crazy. I overplucked because I was so afraid I'd have a mono brow when I was younger, and of course I never did. But if I had, it would have been embarrassing, and I don't like being teased. I don't think anyone does. I wouldn't have handled it well, is probably the truth of the matter. So this is the older pencil, but it does the job. The new ones are a little finer. You can do teeny tiny dotted lines. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Don't mind me as I dropped. I'll find it later. The little plastic cover that goes over the eyeliner brush. Sometimes you can put a gel liner on, and I'd rather use this thin, as you can see, very thin brush, versus putting on the brush that comes with the gel liner is not particularly good. So, in case you're wondering, I've been using a brush caddy. It's a pink caddy, get it? And it's been nice because I don't have to worry about my brushes rolling away. One brush that doesn't quite fit the caddy, but is a very good brush, is this really cool, it looks like a pussy willow. It's very big. I guess it does fit in there. Rounded brush. I can't answer the phone right now. Oh, I hate when that happens. Well, I will have to call them back. She probably knows I'm live, which is why she's leaving a voice message. But anyway, so this is just me quickly throwing on some CC cream. Kind of evens out any ruddiness. I was out today. I had my sunblock on, but I guarantee you I'm getting sun even times when it's overcast. And over time, certain parts of your face just get a little more sun exposure. So sometimes you get a little pink. Pink on the cheek, top of the nose, top of the ears, that kind of thing. Yeah, that looks a lot better, doesn't it? And so I will go ahead and finish off with the blending brush and a little bit of the foundation. And the idea is that this gives you a little thicker coverage than that foundation brush. Now, if I wanted really light coverage, I could have used the blending sponge. You know, you wet it down first, and then you apply the makeup. That's kind of how that works. What I love is this is considered a tell and match. This is sort of our trademarked term for that. It adjusts to your skin tone slightly. I mean, you have to match yourself. You don't just put on any old color. But the idea is it'll slightly adjust so the same person can use the same foundation almost throughout the year and not have to worry about the color getting weird when you get a tan or whatever. Or two people with similar skin tone but not exactly the same can wear the same shade because it adjusts. That's how I can get away with only having like 30 shades and not like 100 shades of foundation. And don't mind the hair. Every time a brush catches something, it drives me crazy. So we're going to throw in a little bit of blusher. This is one of my favorites. And of course you will want me to tell you what it's called. And it is Sparkling Cider. I don't remember if it's a discontinued or if we still have it. I always forget. But this was my go-to shade for so long. It's kind of a warmer tone. So I'm using the flat of the brush, even though it has an angle. And it has this place where you can put your thumb and make a nice little dimple if you want some of a rounded brush. But we're just going to kind of between the ear and the nose. Not too much. Again, wherever you touch first is the darkest. Finishing in a downward stroke. Foundation you can kind of brush in any direction, but you always want to make sure you finish in a downward stroke because you do not want to have Chewbacca face. That's kind of what I've been endearingly calling when you push your hair up so you look like you're electrocuted. So if I had a finishing powder, which I don't today, I would then, you know, brush off any excess and use that to kind of bake in. Some people do that in between foundation and full makeup. I'm just going to cheat and use the finishing spray because I call this hairspray for your face. It's great because it keeps the makeup from melting off, and it was designed for women who went through menopause so that they wouldn't deal with the hot sweats or cold sweats or whatever they are. I just think, you know, it's great because it keeps your makeup from coming off. So with this kind of a look, you could get away with, like, I'm promoting these lipsticks later this week, this nude lip or this pink lip and its matching lip liners. I think a bold lip looks better with such a soft look, but one could easily wear this color. So what we do is lip line first. Keep in mind I dropped this so it's a little cracked. I don't want to open up too much. I actually like to fill in with my lip liner, but you can see what I'm doing here is lining the lip a little on the inside. If I wanted to make my lips look bigger, I would have gone on the outside, but I'm happy with the shape I have. Can't do this while talking, sorry. So just a little bit of radio silence for a moment. So this is the finished look with a little bit of cheek color, a little foundation, and of course, I think this look goes well for a lot of people. So again, the colors were the crystalline, the quartz, and the emerald. And then I added this rose lip color. It's part of a lip liner lipstick set that we have a limited edition, limited supply. I still have some in stock. And as I said, it was the cinnamon stick blush. I mean, there's an eyeshadow in here, but I didn't use this one, but it's just this color here on my cheeks. I used the medium to deep CC cream and then the beige N120 luminous time-wise 3D foundation and the finishing spray. So that is basically it. Let's see, there was also the Panorama mascara, the mascara primer, the eye primer, the foundation primer, and of course the liquid eyeliner and the eyebrow pencil. So I can put that stuff in the comments below, and then once I upload it to YouTube, I will try to find a way to either put it in the description or maybe you can use captioning. I don't know. So this is a finished look. I'll pause for a good thumbnail. And of course, finishing touch. Gotta put the glasses back on. It's becoming my thing. Hope you had a good day. Thank you for visiting.